everyone, it's Kathy from Fenfit and welcome to another stay-at-home workout. Today is yoga day, so we're going to do the second part of our chair yoga class, which I think everyone really enjoyed. And it's a wonderful workout. It supplies great support, gives you great strength, and gives you great straightness through all of your poses. So we'll get to what you need in a second, and I think today we just all really need this. Things are tough and things are different, and we just really all need to be there for one another and to be there to support each other and to be safe, to stay home, and to keep active though and keep healthy as much as you can, and that's what I'm here to help you with today. So what you'll need is a chair, which can be just a light freestanding chair. It can have armrests or it doesn't have to, it doesn't matter either way. You'll need, of course, a mat, definitely some water. If you prefer a towel, that's totally up to you. So I'm going to walk you through it. We're going to start on the chair today. We're going to eventually end up off of the chair and even on the ground with the chair. So it's going to be some good stuff here. So just join us, get ready, and let's just calm down, relax, and have a nice stretch today. All right, we're going to start sitting on the chair like I said. We're not going to use the backrest though right off the bat. We're actually going to sit in the middle of the chair and use our posture here, using our spine to line up with our hips. So we're just going to flatten our feet on the floor. Make sure they're touching as flat as your feet can be. Your hands are relaxed on your legs, all right? And we're just going to get into that breathing. Like I always emphasize, it's a lot about the breathing in yoga, and it's something that we don't get enough chance to do in our day, to just focus on the breathing, letting our nervous system calm down, and I think we need a lot of that in these times. So let's just get right into the breathing then. So let's close our eyes, and I'll just walk you through the basics of our warm-up. All right, starting with those feet this time, making sure that they're grounded, nice and flat on the floor. Moving up to those knees, they're bent, but they're relaxed and supported. Those lower backs are helping the spine to keep us sitting up nice and straight. Moving up towards those shoulders, down and away from the ears. Those cores are nice and tight, helping the back stay straight. Breathing in and out through the nose. And exhaling out through the mouth. Inhale and exhale. Keep going with that. Moving up to our face, of course. No tension there. Close your eyes. Relax those jaws. Relax those cheekbones. Relax those eyelids and those foreheads. And just breathe in and out. Relaxing, paying attention to the breathing, because as we go through the class, that pace and that depth and the strength of the breathing is going to change in a very good way, all right? So just keep paying attention to that. Nice deep breaths in and out. One more deep breath in. Out, holding it there. We're just going to open our eyes now. We're going to get into the neck right off the bat here. Okay, we're just going to turn our heads to the right side, back to the center, and over to the left side, back to the center, dropping that chin to our chest, back to the center, and of course releasing that head back, stretching out the front of the neck. And back to the center, holding it here. Now we're going to bring those arms out. We're going to incorporate the chair on this stretch. Hold it here. Now just take your right hand and grab one of the legs of the chair, the front one preferably. Take that left hand, bring it up straight, deep breath. And as you exhale, you're just going to lean over to that right side, using the chair for support to hold you in that position. Coming up, we're going to switch sides. The left hand comes down the left leg of the chair. Right arm comes up and over. Deep breath. And exhale as you come over here. Good. And back to the center. Holding it here. All right, we're going to get into some legs here. So we're going to sit back on the chair for a second or two. We're just going to lift up that right foot. You're going to hold it there and you're going to rotate that ankle around. So what we're doing here is kind of flexing that quad muscle, getting those knees flexing as well. And of course, rotating that ankle. That poor ankle goes through a lot in a day. Holding it there, bringing it down. Now the left foot's gonna come up, same idea. Rotating the ankle here. Holding it still and bringing it down. Now we're gonna bring up both feet at the same time. Both feet come up, both legs come up, and now we're gonna point and flex the feet. Point and flex the feet. One more time. Holding it there, flexing those feet, curling those toes towards you, and releasing them down. Good, and pushing yourselves back up off the back of the chair, and holding it here, closing the eyes, and getting into your breathing again. All right, in through the nose, out through the mouth, and one more time, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Perfect, opening the eyes, starting with that neck again, relaxing those hands still, turning that head to the right. So just a nice easy turn here, not a twist. We don't want to pinch any nerves in that neck. Back to the center, and now over to the left side. Back to the center, dropping that chin down. Back to the center, and of course, tilting that head back. Stretch out that throat, back to the center, and holding it here. Releasing those arms to the side, up nice and tall here, taking that right hand, grabbing that right leg of the chair. Now, if this is too hard for you today, just keep that elbow somewhere on your lap, even, and just reach over this way, or use the leg of the chair for support. So deep breath as you come up. Exhale as you just lean over slightly to that right side, stretching out that left side of the body. And coming up, wonderful. Grabbing that left side of the chair with the left hand, right arm comes up, deep breath, and exhale as you release it down. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Opening up that right side of the body. You can get really tight in some of these places here. And back up, wonderful, holding it here, resting those hands on the legs. We're gonna come back now onto the chair. Again, lifting up that right foot, rotating that ankle. Try to make that leg as straight as you can. It doesn't have to be super high, but try to make it as straight as you can. Hold it still and release. And lifting up that left foot, same thing. Rotate it around, nice and straight through that knee, flexing that quad muscle right here above the knee, holding it still and releasing it down. Now both feet are going to come up together, both legs lift. Perfect. Point the toes and now flex the feet. Point and flex. Now hold the point. The toes are pushing forward, holding it here for 4, 3, 2, and release it down. Perfect. Push yourselves off the back of the chair again. We're going to catch our breathing and we're going to move on now to some chair work. All right, breathing. Pay attention to the length and the strength of that breath every time we get a chance to focus on it. Again, breathing. One more time. And holding it there. Wonderful. All right, we're going to move on to our first set of exercises, we'll call them, off the chair. We're going to move up a little bit. So now your butt's kind of scooched up, so your feet are really, really touching the floor. Nice bent knees at a 90-degree angle here. And just to let you know, as you can see, I've changed my location for my workout today. This happens to be my rumpus room in my basement. So just to show you that you can do this anywhere, anytime, as long as you've got that commitment and a little bit of space. It's very, very possible to do this. I'm just going to show you everywhere in my house as much as I can, just to make sure you know that you can do it anywhere. All right, we're going to start with what's called an up and down movement, okay? So you're going to move your legs up a bit, your butt up, like I said, and you're going to put your hands in front of your chest like so. And all we're going to do is come up to standing, okay? And then we're going to come back down to the chair. Now, what I want you to be aware of when we do that is where the chair is, because you don't want to slip and fall, right? So come up, standing with me now, look behind you, see where your chair is, back up if you need to, and sit down. Coming up and sitting down. Good. Coming up and sitting down. a couple more, coming up and sitting down. Last time, coming up. Now we're gonna do what's called the hover. You're just gonna bring your bum down and bring your body down, but you're not sitting, you're just hovering over that chair. And again, we're using these quadricep muscles here, warming up that lower body. Holding it here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, bring it down. Now we're gonna do one of my favorite stretches to complement that set. You're gonna bring that right knee and that right foot and cross it over the left leg, okay? All you're gonna do here is just walk your body over top of that leg and knee and drop your head. Oh yes, you should feel a nice stretch right through that glute muscle, right around that hip muscle, a little bit into that piriformis muscle that's deep into your hamstring, and holding it there. The arms are just free and loose here. Breathe, breathe, breathe. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting the head. Perfect. Uncrossing, holding it here. We're gonna get ready for set number 2 of those up and downs, okay? This time putting our hands in prayer. We're gonna come up and we're gonna come down. Be aware of where your chair is. If you need to check and move your feet back, go ahead like I just did there. Experts have said that this is a really good telltale sign of your spine strength, meaning if you don't have to use your hands to get up and down out of a chair, that means your spine and your core are in pretty good shape, and that's really important. So keep going here, a couple more, meaning the strength of your body and your mechanics are working together, and that's all we want, right? Last time, bringing it up, holding it here, now bending back and just hovering, using those quads here, holding it here. Breathing, everybody, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sitting on the chair. Excellent job, you guys. Those aren't easy, but you did it. You did fantastic. Good for you. Nice stretch again. This time we're going to work the other side. Lifting up that left leg, cross it over that right, okay? Now again, if this doesn't feel good for you today, the knees are bugging you, here's your modification. Leave both feet down and you can just come right over top and just stretch this way. It's called the ragdoll. Otherwise, coming up, crossing that left leg over the right, and again, just walking those arms forward, letting them hang loose, and dropping your head and feeling that stretch on the left side of the body. Breathe. Breathe. Breathe for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Lifting your head, uncrossing, holding it here, relaxing those hands. We're going to take a couple deep breaths in and we're going to move up out of the chair. All right, so nice deep breaths here. And again. Really big inhales and exhales, everyone. That always feels good. And exhale. Perfect. All right. We're just going to come out of the chair. You can use the arms of your chair if you want, or just come on out. And I think everyone's earned a little drink break, so we're going to have our drink here from our water bottles. Make sure you have them accessible to you by your chairs, because we are going to be having some drink breaks throughout this little workout. All right. So now we're going to move the chair facing us. So if you've got a mat, you kind of want the chair at the top of your mat, okay? And you've got room behind it to kind of do your thing here, all right? I'm just gonna move mine a smidgen. Okay, so we're gonna get into some planks, some forward bends here, which we did the last time on our chair workout number 1. So right now we're just gonna get into that breathing because now we're standing and we have to adjust to this new position. So you just want your feet about shoulder width apart, facing the chair, the front of the chair, the seat of the chair. We're going to expose those arms and palms now, true mountain pose, dropping those shoulders. All right, relaxing the face, closing the eyes, and breathing. One more deep breath. Awesome. All right, we're going to start with the forward bend. So for this particular move, Make sure your feet are about 4 to 6 inches away from the chair, but we're gonna adjust this accordingly to your preference as we go through it. So for the first set, we just wanna see how it feels, and then you can gauge everything for the next time we do it as to how you have to change it, all right? So holding it here, nice and tall and strong, deep breath up, bring those hands up, eyes follow, rotate the palms forward, exhale as you lean forward, holding it here, walking your hands to the back of that chair, walking those feet back a little bit, forward bend. So ideally you want your arms straight here and your legs, but because it's the first one that we're doing, just give yourself some time to get stretched out and loosened up, all right? So ideally you're just stretching here, seeing how this feels, sitting back on those heels, stretching out those arms, dropping the head nice and heavy, holding it here. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting the head. We're going to walk those feet in a little bit. We're going to release those hands into that airplane pose, palms down, heads up. Coming up to standing, deep breath here. Exhale down here. Back to mountain pose here. Breathing. We're going to go through that whole thing again, okay? So just breathing here. All right, let's go. Forward bend number 2 off the chair. Deep breath up. Rotate those palms. Exhale as you come forward. Now walk those hands towards the back of the chair and then get those legs going. Now if you want to walk your legs back further so you get straighter, that's up to you. Drop your heads between your arms and hold it there. Hold it there. So ideally you want to feel this really good in the legs, because the purpose of this chair is to allow you to get straighter, because you have some support now. You don't really have to worry too much about the upper body because it's already where it needs to be. So focus on those legs, all right? Perfect. Lifting the heads to come out of it. Walk the feet in a smidgen. Bring those arms out into that airplane. Roll it up. Deep breath here to bring those arms up to prayer. Exhale down to heart center. And then back again to that mountain pose. Okay, everyone, we're going to add that plank after that forward bend. We're going to start using our core in this, all right, as we did on Monday. So just be prepared for that. It's a really, really good thing for our core because we're at an incline. All right, breathing. One deep breath in and out. All right, here we go. Deep breath up. Rotate those palms. Coming down. All right, forward bend first, walking those legs back, sitting back as far as you can. Perfect. Now lifting the head, okay? Walk those feet in a little bit if you need to. Put those elbows on the chair, okay? Bring those feet back one at a time and hold it here. All right, so you can grab the back of your chair if you have that option. Grab the sides of the chair if you need to, or just make a fist with your hands like I'm doing. Make sure your shoulders are right over top of your elbows, so all of your center of gravity is in the middle of the chair, okay? For 4, 3, 2, good. To come out of it, lift your bum, walk your feet in, good. Adding that airplane still, bring it out to the sides, roll it up, deep breath here, exhale down here. Back to mountain pose. We're going to do that again. Breathing. Opening the eyes. Deep breath up. Rotate. Dropping those hands. Walk those hands back for the forward bend. Walk the feet back. Holding it here. Try to get as straight as you can every time you come into these forward bends, or a little straighter. I have horrible, horrible hamstrings, so for me to get totally straight isn't really in my repertoire, but this definitely helps me get there. And to be honest with you, I feel this every time I do it because it straightens me out more. So that's how awesome this chair is for our yoga workouts. All right, we're getting ready for that plank. Lifting up the body, planting those elbows and those hands, however you need to do it. This time I'm going to grab the sides of the chair. I'm going to come back into my plank and I'm going to hold it here. Plank means flattening the back. Butts are down, push those hips forward just a little bit. We have an incline, So that means it's going to be a little more challenging, which is awesome, right? You guys are doing fantastic. You're doing awesome just being here. You're awesome, okay? Breathe it out. For 4, 3, 2. All right, lift the bum, walk the feet in. Good, release the arms into that airplane. Coming up, deep breath here. Exhale down to your chest and back to mountain pose and hold. Okay, breathing. And hold it there. Just release your body for a second. We're gonna let you grab a drink because I'm gonna explain what we're going to do next, all right? So just grab a little drink here. Awesome. Okay, we are going to do this one more time because I do want to spend some time on the floor using the chair to show you some really good stretches for our legs and our backs and eventually end up on our backs. So we're going to do that one more time. We're going to do the forward bend and the plank, but then we're going to come onto our knees to get onto the floor using the chair. So just work through it with me. Take your time. You're doing awesome, everybody. You're looking really, really good. I can see you. So let's just get started and we'll go right through it and then we'll end up on the floor, okay? Make sure your water bottles are accessible to you on the side and we'll carry on. Okay, make this last set a really good one with those planks and forward bends. Let's be nice and straight and long, all right? Here we go. Holding it here, catching your breath, everybody. Opening the eyes, deep breath takes those arms up, rotating those palms and coming through, forward bend, walk those hands back and those feet back. Last one of these, so make it a good one, everybody. Really stretch it back, stretch it back. No real modifications for this because I think this is just good for everybody. All right, you've got the support of the chair, so we're doing awesome. All right, lifting up the head, we're gonna plant those elbows. All right, grabbing your chair if you need to, using your fists if you need to, or the side of the chair. Bring those feet back one at a time, nice flat backs now, pushing those hips in towards the chair. Just like the word suggests, a nice straight plank. Breathing, everyone, breathing, breathing, breathing. Breathing, I'm holding you here just a little longer because it's our last one. Isn't that exciting? Just what you wanted, right? All right, breathing for 4. You got this. Come on, everyone, breathe. 3. Oh yeah, feel the warmth and the burn. Let's go. 2. Breathe, everyone. And 1. Now watch the change. Bring one knee down and then the other, okay? So now your arms are just on the chair. From there, you're just gonna sit back on your heels a little bit and you're just gonna kind of let those arms hang. You're gonna drop your heads and foreheads to the base of that chair and just hold it here. Just basically hanging out. That's all we're doing, letting everything relax and stretch out just a little bit before we change positions. Five more seconds, 5 more seconds. All right, lifting those heads, and we're gonna come into a sitting position on the floor. So come on up, use the chair however you need to, okay? I'm just gonna use it to the side just to show you. Bring one butt cheek down, and then the other butt cheek down, and just face your chair still, so you're still facing your chair. If you've got your water handy, please grab a quick drink. You guys are doing great. Like I said, just being here is amazing because that is sometimes the hardest part. So I appreciate you watching and I hope you're enjoying it. We're going to move on now to stretching the legs a little bit more using the chair. So push your chair out a little bit, all right? Just like so. I want you to slide your right leg through the chair. Now, some people don't like their left leg bent. Some people's knees bother them when they do this. So you have the option of being in this position or bringing that leg out to the side so both of your legs are straight. It's a little bit more challenging, a little more difficult, but if it's going to relieve some pressure off that knee, do so, because we're going to focus on the right leg right now. All right, I'm going to bend my left leg. My right leg is through the chair. All we're going to do is move the chair back about 3 different times to force our bodies to stretch further into that leg. It's a perfect tool to use, and it's really gradual, so you can decide where you want to be. Grabbing both legs of the chair. This is level 1. So all I want you to do is push that chair back a little bit. Keep that leg straight. That's the whole purpose of the stretch. We're going to drop our heads now, and we're just going to hold it there. Holding it there. Breathe. So that foot can just be relaxed right here. We're focusing on the straightness of the leg, lengthening those muscles behind the leg by strengthening them. Perfect. And coming up. Now you're just going to move your chair out a little bit more. Now here's where you have to decide personally if it's what you want to do. If you're good at that first distance, hold it there. If you want to challenge yourself and push it out a little bit more, that's the whole idea. Give it a go. All right, level number 2. Deep breath and exhale as you drop your head here. Breathing. Keeping that leg straight, that's the most important thing. If you feel like you need to bend it, you've got to bring that chair back so you can straighten it back out. Lifting the head. Awesome. Level number 3 now, pushing it back a little further. If you want, you don't have to. It's just a challenge. Grabbing those legs one more time for the right side. Deep breath. Exhale down. And hold it there. Nice straight leg. I don't care how far the chair is from your body, as long as that leg is straight, because you can do this forever with the bent knee, right? Keep that leg straight. Breathing. And lifting the head. Great job. Now we're going to switch to the left side, so you're going to bring that chair in a little bit. Bring that right leg in, and let's switch to the left side. Okay. Sticking that left leg through the chair now. The right leg can either be bent or straight, like I mentioned as a modification. Starting with level number 1, so that chair is comfortably close to you. We're going to take a deep breath here. Exhale down and drop the head, because every time we drop our head, it forces our back and our body to hinge over, which forces the legs to stretch. So that's why we do that. Holding it here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting the head. Pushing that chair ahead a little bit, a couple inches again, just like we did on the other side. Find your comfortable level, or keep going further each time, up to you. Listen to your body. It's different every day, right? Okay, deep breath. Level 2, exhale down. And hold it there. Breathing for 4, 3, 2, and lift. Great. All right, push it back to level 3. This is the farthest you want to go, or stay where you're at. It really doesn't matter. You decide. Grabbing those chair legs again, deep breath, and exhale down. For 4, 3, 2, and lift. Fantastic. Great work. Okay. We're going to move on now to some double-legged stretches with the chair. So we're going to do 3 different stretches, and if you find that maybe 2 of them are better for you, or one's better the whole time, or you can do all 3, I'm going to give you that option. So what we're going to do now is force both legs through the chair, okay? One stretch of this, and then we're going to move our legs in a different position. So we're really going to focus on this stretch, because we're going to do something different with our feet here. So nice and tall, grabbing the legs of the chair, push it out to the level or the distance you want. We're gonna take a deep breath here. Exhale as we drop our heads, okay? While we're here, you're gonna point your toes, you're gonna flex your feet. Point your toes and flex your feet. And relax the feet for 4. Keep breathing. You've got big muscles in those legs. Keep breathing, loosen them up, get those toxins out, and lift the head. Release the legs of the chair. Now we're going to bring those legs on the outside of the chair, so our legs are at a bit of a V position. This is going to stretch the inner part of our legs, our groins and our thighs. So we're going to grab that chair again. Personal preference here, see where it feels right and see where it feels good. Push that chair out, deep breath, and exhale as you drop your head. Holding it here. Breathing, breathing, breathing. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting the head. All right, the last position we're going to have with our legs is we're going to do them cross-legged, campfire style. We're going to cross our legs, sit up nice and tall, and this particular position is going to work our glutes and our thighs and a bit of our hamstrings and our lower backs too. But if it doesn't feel good for your knees, stick to one of the other 2 positions. Grabbing that chair last time for these, deep breath. Exhale as you come down, push that chair out. I happen to love the stretch, so I'm pushing my chair way out. Breathing. For 4, breathe everyone. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent work. Lifting up those heads, bringing that chair right back now, just holding it in front of you. Sitting back, wherever your legs are, whatever position they're in, I need you to just relax your hands, close your eyes, and breathe again. See how that feels after all of those very intense, advanced stretches. Breathing. And one more. Awesome. All right, grabbing a drink if you want to. And we're going to go on our backs, and we're going to do some relaxation here where we just basically lie still, let our body enjoy the heat and the energy that it's created, and we just kind of totally zone out for a minute. It's called a kind of a modified version of a starfish, but we're going to use the chair. So having the chair in front of you, we'll adjust it accordingly when we get there. Coming onto your backs, use your hands to get there. Now, when you get here, you're just going to raise your feet and put them on that chair. So you want your feet kind of in the middle of the chair, okay? Nice 90-degree angle with those knees. And all I want everyone to do now is just relax. So you can have those hands on your tummies. You can have them out to the sides. I just want you to relax for 1 minute, and then we'll get into some stretching and get off of the chair. Breathing. Here we go, everyone. 1 minute of silence and of breathing and of relaxing and of being proud of yourself for doing what you just did. Hopefully it helps you feel better. Okay, everyone, opening your eyes. We're just going to to lift our heads and we're going to scooch those chairs just a little away from us if you've got room. If you have to sit up to move it, go ahead. Perfect. And from there, we're going to have our knees bent, okay? And we're just going to turn it over onto our sides into the fetal position. So your knees are bent, your feet are stacked on top of each other, and you're protecting that head with your arm. You're just going to hold it here for about 5 seconds. Perfectly safe position for us. All right, we're going to use that outside hand and we're going to push off of it and we're going to sit right back up. Now you can have your legs straight out, okay, if that's comfortable for you. You can have them bent like I'm going to do, whatever's going to work for you. We're going to end here. We're going to relax those hands and we're going to close our eyes one more time. And we're just going to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And I want you just to feel the length and the strength of those breaths as opposed to the beginning of this particular workout. Breathing, everyone. Don't forget your posture. You're nice and straight through that spine still. Shoulders are down and away. One more deep breath on your own. Long exhale. Opening the eyes, we're going to bring those arms out to the side, dropping that right hand. We're going to reach over with the left, lean stretch. Oh, that feels good. Opens up a lot of those tight muscles that run alongside our hips. And let's switch sides. And coming up, perfect, holding it here. We're going to bring those arms up together in front of us. We're going to interlock our fingers and turn them out. We're going to lift those arms up over our head and we're just going to hold it here. This just allows the spine to be engaged one more time. All right, breathing here. Let's take a deep breath in together all at once, nice and loud, nice and proud. Let me hear you. Deep breath. Exhale out. Releasing those hands. And as you release those hands and those arms, bringing them down nice and slow. Keep breathing in and out. Little breaths. Keep breathing in and out, in and out, in and out, until you get down to the bottom. And then you bring those hands in to a beautiful Wednesday Namaste. I hope you enjoyed the chair workout part 2. You did amazing. You did awesome. I'm sure your form was impeccable. I love the chair. I hope you guys enjoyed that as well. So we will see you again in the next couple days for another cardio workout. Again, it's Kathy from Fenfit. You guys have a great day. Be safe, be smart, be kind. Love you all.